Just a few chapters into this book, I had a sudden urge to create my own authenticity project notebook and randomly leave it somewhere in a public space. But I'm not going to do that because it doesn't seem authentic enough. Or maybe I will. So the thing is, this book came to me highly recommended in one of my Facebook reading groups, but I really wanted to get my hands on it because I just finished listening to Aging Disgracefully by the same author, and I really loved it. If you haven't watched my review yet, you absolutely should, because this book is incredible and you need to read it. But let's talk about the Authenticity Project right now. I'm not going to read you the full blurb because why would I? But I wanted to read the first sentence of it. The story of a solitary green notebook that brings together 6 strangers and leads to unexpected friendship and even love. Indeed. So, after reading the previous book by this author, I fully expected a thought-provoking, heartwarming, mindful, funny story. What I didn't expect was the deep and emotional read with the twist that deserved to be in a thriller. And we will talk about those twists later in the spoiler section. Because first I wanted to talk about characters, because for some reason I was able to relate to every single character in this book. For different reasons, obviously. So first we have Julian, who is a creative soul, who is bright and colorful and who just wants to be seen and loved and appreciated. Second, we have Monica, who loves following the rules and doing everything right, but is still very determined on reaching her dreams. Third, we have Hazard, who is constantly fighting his internal demons. Fourth, we have Riley, who seems to be living the dream life of many people, who is very light and unattached, who is able to pick up his suitcase and just travel to another part of the world. Been there. Fifth, we have Alice, who is, let's say, addicted to social media and is busy hiding behind the perfect social media picture. And last but not the least, we have Lizzie, who loves knowing stuff about people, maybe stuff she shouldn't be knowing, but yeah. And all those characters throughout the story, they just don't stay this way. They change, they develop, they evolve, they have fun, they discover, they explore. It is such a fun adventure. So the final thought on this book, I do highly recommend it to everyone because it's awesome. Did I still enjoy Aging Disgracefully by this author more? Probably, yes, I did. Am I going to read more books by this author? Yeah, absolutely. If you haven't read this book, you probably want to stop this video right now because I'm going into the spoiler section. First thing first, the fact that Monica and Riley didn't work out, and the fact that Monica and Hazard ended up being together was not a huge surprise to me. I kind of expected it from the beginning. Maybe it was just me. I've seen it from the start. I think the biggest twist in this story was the fact that Mary was still alive. I didn't see that coming. I didn't expect that. That was truly shocking for me. The moment when she entered that cafe on her own memorial was, I don't know, this twist deserves to be in a thriller. Though I have to admit that maybe it was just me because there were hints. Like, for example, why was Julian not attending her grave but was busy sitting on the Admiral's one? I didn't even think about that, but yeah, there were hints. And that's it. Let me know if you read this book and loved it, or hated it, or whatever. I'm open for book recommendations, so go ahead and put them in the comments. Please also like and subscribe. And see you soon. Thank you for watching.